Hey guys, this is M Thunder Gaming, and I am here to talk about ranking the Cars movies. I will be talking about all 5 Cars movies, including the Planes. I will be talking about all 5, including Planes and Planes Fire and Rescue. I have watched all of them in a 2-week period. I started last week, and this week I did do some watching. I finished Cars 3 and Planes Fire and Rescue this week, and I have a very, very good ranking. These rankings are based off my opinion, how much dopamine I got, and what I feel like is necessary. I will have a different ranking compared to you. So, if you feel like you are violated by my ranking, it will be, and I will explain the ranking as best as possible. And at number 5, we have Cars 3. Do you find yourself having uncontrollable rage because of the video in front of you? Do you feel angry? Do you feel like you have brain damage?
I have brain damage.
Well, now introducing our new solution. Animals. Kittens, precisely. Kittens are the new goal. Use kittens to get out of your stress, to ensure that you don't feel angry, to ensure that you are strong, to ensure that you won't get mad. Don't get mad at the video. You're just losing. Yeah, you don't want to lose, do you? Yeah, kittens, that is the goal. Kittens, yeah, kittens, that is the solution. Yeah, kittens, that is the way. That is how you solve this. Kittens, now, call now, and you will have a time with your life. Call now. I know you're mad. Cars 3 is... You would think that would not be last. In my opinion, it is last. I believe that while it does have good story and does have really good animation and stuff like that, I feel like the comedy is mainly old man stuff like that. Oh, you're an old man. And the story and like the message is not as clear as the others. The others have more of a clear message, and it doesn't feel as much dopamine goes in my brain. Of course, then again, it was made when I wasn't a child, and you might think, oh, is that part of the reason? No, not really. I mean, yeah, I was technically a teenager, but I still was a fan of cars. These are all from my childhood, and I am a huge fan. It was this, Rescue Heroes, and Thomas the Tank Engine. The old stuff. It was like old stuff and Cars and WALL-E, but we're not going to get into that. Anyways. Next on the list, Planes is number 4. Planes 1. Now, the reason that I put Planes 1 above Cars 3 is because Planes has more of a story that makes sense to me. And the comedy actually is funny to me. Like, it's like I actually get it. It's not like, oh yeah, he's an old man. When, like, it was like, didn't make sense to call him an old man. When like this, it had comedy, and also like it had a lot of lore, which my brain accepted the lore. I was like, ooh, interesting. And I was like, okay. So, and I realized that one of them is Indian. I did not realize that until like recently. I think she is Indian. Like she's based around Indian, because like the main love interest in Planes 1 is Indian, because the culture is like based around Indian philosophy, and like that we will be reborn into tractors, cows in the universe. And yeah, it had a really good, interesting, and I will say, Skipper has a lot of hate, like for only having one mission. I don't understand that. I mean, PTSD is real. I understand that. I never had it. Thankful I haven't. And yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Why is Cars 2 so high? Well, if you, I mean, like, so I know some critics are against Cars 2, but I will tell you Cars 2 in a bit. And number 3 is Planes, Fire, and Rescue. Planes, Fire, and Rescue is number 3 because it is really good. I believe it's higher than Planes 1 because Planes, Fire, and Rescue was based around forest fires and actually showing the importance of firefighters. And like it mainly was talking about that. It was talking about the limitations of bodies. And it was like, I'm not good at explaining this, but it just felt way more inspiring than the other 2 that I talked about. It felt like he was pushing himself, but like he couldn't do it because of his body's limitations, which is natural, and like he couldn't do anything about that. And he also wanted to help his little, his area where he grew up because he didn't have a firefighter. So he had to get licensed, and yeah, so he talked about the importance of firefighters in like California, in the Piston Peaks, and it also it had a really interesting main bad guy that is like really, really interesting because of he is an evil guy that like he's not like evil like, oh yeah, I hate you. It's because he's like an evil corporation guy. He's kind of like a Elon Musk, because yeah, Elon Musk. That's a really realistic villain, just saying. So yeah, that's why it's in number 3. And number 2 and number 1. Number 1. Sorry, I did not mean to do that. Oh my goodness. That was not. I'm gonna cut that out probably. I don't know. Anyways, number 1 and number 2 are the first 2 car movies, and it's really, really hard. These are the hardest to choose. I watch these really closely, and I try to figure out which one was my favorite, because these 2 are my favorite of the series. I love Cars 1 and Cars 2. Number 2 of the car series, in my opinion, is Cars 1. And the reason for that is Cars 1, don't get me wrong, Cars 1 is beautiful. Cars 1 is so amazing. Cars 1 is just, I mean, Cars 1, the beginning of Cars 1 just introduces us to Lightning McQueen. It introduces us to this cocky guy that is a rookie that is about to win a race. He starts racing, and it shows his personality perfectly. It's like a perfect beginning of the story. It shows him starting off the journey. It's showing Lightning McQueen for who he is. It also shows a little bit of Mac. Mac is like it shows little bits of Mac. Like Mac's voice is the second voice you hear, which is actually pretty awesome because Mac is a pretty decent character. Anyways, but yeah, Lightning McQueen is characterized very well. It's like showing that he's very, very talented and he's very, very skilled in the field that he's taking, which is racing, and he just like deals with it very, very cockily and stuff like that, and like he thinks that he doesn't need a pit crew because hey, he's that talented, but and like he even like does stuff that's pretty crazy, but like because like he like handled the crash and like he did the jump and he did the tongue thing like and then ka-chow, stuff like that. And after that, like his tires popped because he didn't change his tires because he was trying to rush. Anyways, he did do that. Anyways, he got tied for first with King. I think I have King. With King and Chuck. So Lightning McQueen, King, and Chuck all were going to go to the next race. And Lightning McQueen listened to one of the only country songs I will ever enjoy, because I'll be honest, look at this little, because it is the only country song that I have heard on the that I was not forced on the radio to listen to on the way to school, that was actually enjoyable. Because let's be honest, Life is a Highway is a banger. Can't tell me it's not. It is a banger. So yeah. So after defeating the guys like these, he goes to the next thing with him, and Life is a Highway. And this is technically from the first movie, and this was technically from the second movie, but like, yeah, I'll get onto that later. Anyways, so he goes on, and the thing happens where Mac is, unsafely driving. The other cars like come up, like, hey, he's asleep, we got us sleeper here, and then he turns on the music, and then like Sneezy sneezes, and then he gets shooken, he falls out, and the meeting with everything, and then the cop car comes, gets him, arrests him. I am staying too long on this, but yeah, it's a really good introduction basically. Then it slows down slightly. Then it shows Mater, one of my favorite side characters of it. Okay, Mater is so good. I will get on Mater, and I will get on it. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about it. The middle of the movie is like really good too. I'm not trying to like be rude. I'm just trying to be like honest. I'm trying to be like truthful about this. This is all pretty amazing. It's so fun. It's so fun. I mean, like, come on. It just feels really, really cool. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. To be fair, I haven't slept, and it's like 4 o'clock because I've been doing video. I've been doing this. This is what I've been doing. Hi, Mom. This is what I've been doing. I have been recording. So I don't disturb you and sis and stuff like that. And also because I wanted it quiet and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Anyways, so yeah, that is what Cars 1 is just beautiful. And also the ending where he stops right before, because he wanted to not repeat what happened to Doc and pushing him over. That was a great representation of what the point of the movie was. The theme was basically, hey, it's not about getting first. It's about being better. It's just about pushing. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about winning. It's about you being good there for people. I don't remember the exact theme I had after the movie because, again, I haven't slept. Yeah, anyways. And finally, number one, Cars 2. Cars 2 starts off it also starts pretty high. Like, it also starts at the same level as Cars 1. The intro is the same exact level. It starts with Finn McMissile's friend telling him about something that happened, and for Finn McMissile to come immediately. So Finn McMissile comes and checks it out and finds an oil rig where people are trying to mess with All in All. And All in All it's a really cool. I suggest you watch these two movies, Cars 1 and Cars 2. Cars 2 is starts just as good. It shows like so many cool things about like the tech, like the guns, the grapples, the torpedoes, the side bombs. It's like so cool. Anyways. And then Mater. The entire movie has Mater. And you might think, oh, he's just a side character. This man has autism. I have autism. I'm pretty sure. I'm told I have autism. And I'm like, I can relate to this man. This man, I can relate to. I can relate to him. This man is very relatable to me. And he's just a country bumpkin, kind of like me. Not really. I mean, I don't sound like a cowboy. I don't sound like Tow Mater all the time. To be fair, I mean, when he was talking, my idea was, oh yeah, that kind of is like my uncle. I mean, my uncle made me, joked around about me testing out a car battery with my tongue, and also made me pick up deer poop when we were deer hunting. He's like, hey, Si, I want you to do something for me. Can you pick this up? I'm like, okay. He's like, that's deer poop. And I dropped it, and they told it in the next Sunday school. Yes, I still remember that. I'm not mad at you for that. I just remember it. Anyways, so this is the character that is he's an amazing side character. And it shows the relationship with him and the Queen. And by the way, the only thing I have really complained about this movie, why is the dump truck there? You already have cows. How is that a cow? But yeah, I don't understand the cow thing. Anyways, so yeah, Mater starts off, and then they go to the World Grand Prix. Yeah, well, the World Grand Pit. Nah, I can't read that. Wait. World Grand Prix. Whatever this says. Anyways, so they go, and Mater goes with him, and a few others. And yeah, they go to fight him and her. And Mater meets her. He thinks that they're dating because, hey, makes sense with the context he has, and when she wants the information that he has and thinks he's the agent and all of that. And you might think that and you might think, why does this matter? This is a racing series. Yes, it is. It's a racing series. But you know what's also cool? Stinking spies. I love spies. That's one thing I've been obsessed about since a kid. One of the multiple things. Because they have guns. They show interesting ways of how cars can hold guns and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. In fact, I have one of the games of Cars. I think it's for Cars 1, but there's this other one that I got from a library for Cars 2 that is really cool because it has power-ups, kind of like Mario Kart, but for Cars, but universe. It's based, and the items are based off of the stuff in Cars 2, which is really fun. Anyways, so yeah, that is my ranking, and I hope you all enjoy. And if you see a bright light when I do edit this, that is because the flash has been on this entire time. Then again, I wouldn't really look at you, because yeah.